Hi everyone, today I am going to review this Moleskine notebook. I've got the blue one and I like it because it looks very nice, it's got some nice features, but there is a reason why I probably won't be buying it again, and it is because of the paper inside. So what I wanted to do today is I just wanted to use a few pens that I've been using when I'm just sketching, and I want to show you the problem that I have. It's purely the fact that the paper is just too thin for me, and you essentially can only use one side of the page, which is very annoying, and you don't really get your money's worth because you can only essentially use half the book. So what I want to do, so I just want to make some lines with a few of the pens that I'm using. To be honest, a few of these I would expect to bleed through, such as the Copic and a permanent marker. But things just like a Jetstream pen, even pencil as well, even goes through. So I just want to make some marks, just so you can see kind of what I'm getting at. So that's the permanent marker. We'll do Copic. We'll also do just a brush pen. And then one of my favourite pens, probably the Jetstream Uni. Okay, and we'll do a pencil as well. I was quite surprised that a pencil actually kind of shows up through it, but do some marks like that. Let's try watercolour. I haven't actually tried watercolour yet. Let's just get a nice green. Let's just see how that comes through. I've got a feeling it's going to maybe go onto the actual page below it, which would be a bit annoying. And also we'll just try out some water-based ink. Okay, there we go. So what we'll do is we'll let it dry just for a few seconds, and then we'll see what we've got. Okay, so the watercolour's still drying, but we can take a look at the other side and we can have a look at the problem. So luckily the watercolour hasn't actually gone all the way through. It seems to hold it quite well actually. You can see that it's obviously crinkled up the paper, which is to be expected really, but hopefully you can see the problem that I'm having here. So as you can see, as we expected, the Copic bleeds through probably the most, but this side of the page is now unusable really. If I wanted to sketch over something, if I wanted to start sketching another kind of design, this below it becomes very, very distracting. And the same when you've got kind of big dark lines, it just becomes very distracting. And just doing a few things, you can see stuff like this, it just bleeds through, and it's really kind of distracting when you want to look at kind of your other designs. In that, for example, I mean, I've got some really kind of bold bits, and you can see that it's just coming through so much. I just feel that the paper is just too thin. I mean, this one, for example, was done with a Copic, and you're kind of really restricted. As you can see, it bleeds through quite a lot. And this is kind of the annoying thing with this paper. I'm going to be testing a few other notebooks very soon. We've ordered a few. We want to try and find the best one for doing kind of design and graphical marks. But yeah, it's a shame really because I do like the Moleskine. I've used them before. I think maybe my older one was just a thicker paper. I really like kind of the dot grid matrix. There's a few other things that I like. Just for example, it's a nice little touch what they write in the front of the book. You know, in case of loss, please return to. And also something else that I like is this kind of pouch. You get a nice little pouch inside that you can just kind of put snippets of paper in and stuff like that. What I would like is maybe perhaps if they had a kind of a fold out sheet of paper that I could then insert onto the bottom, just to make sure that when I am using these kind of inks that are susceptible to bleeding through, it doesn't bleed right through onto the other page. Now, it hasn't done it too much, but I feel that if I really kind of lay down a lot of ink on the page, I'd probably imagine that it might come through onto this one, for example. So that's my problem with the Moleskine, and that's probably why I won't be purchasing another one. As I said, we've got a few more sketchbooks coming in, and we'll do a roundup and hopefully find our favourite. Okay, well, thank you for watching my Moleskine review. If you guys know any other different types of Moleskine, I'm not sure if they do different ranges, different papers, but if you know any and you have had success with them, then please do let me know, and I'll be happy to try them out. Okay, so that's it from me. Enjoy the rest of your day.